Hi, hello. Today we're making an incredible, saucy, creamy, spicy noodle dish. But as you can see, I am not in my usual kitchen because I am visiting my dear friend, Sadia! Hey! AKA Pickup Limes, whose YouTube channel you're probably familiar with. It's incredible, but in case you're not, I've linked it in the description box below. What are we making today?
Today we're gonna make dan dan noodles. I feel like if there's one dish I could make over and over again and never get tired of it, it's this recipe, because frankly we do make it at home all the time. It's a traditional Szechuan Chinese dish, enjoyed as street food, but today we're gonna be making it, or you're gonna be making it at home if you wanna join us making it.
Yes, and you can find the recipe in the amazing Pickup Limes app. It's also on their website. I've linked that in the description box below, and I can already tell you it's gonna be amazing because all the ingredients here, oh shucks, so good, so excited.
And if you want even more delicious like noodle recipes, Nisha just made an incredible recipe that's over on our channel, so there's gonna be loads of links for you in the description box, but for now, let's get started. We're gonna start first with making the sauce, and I feel like the creaminess and the deep toasted flavors actually comes from the Asian sesame paste, also known as Chinese sesame paste. And you might wonder how this differs from tahini. So we've got a little setup here. There's raw tahini that comes from essentially blending raw sesame seeds that haven't been toasted. You'll see it's a very like light pale color.
We've got a slightly darker shade. We've got 50 shades of sesame here, so we're just going through the spectrum. And then finally we have the Chinese sesame paste, Asian sesame paste, depending on where you buy it. It is
deeply toasted.
Like a mocha almost.
And that's what gives it flavor. If you want to use tahini instead, because you can't find Asian sesame paste at your local Asian supermarket, feel free to use tahini, but try to go for the toasted kind, just because then flavor profile is gonna be most similar. If you want to even kind of go off script completely, you could use peanut butter instead, or a combo of peanut butter and sesame paste would be delicious too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some of this to a bowl. We're also gonna add some hot water to thin it out, some Chinese soy sauce, but regular Japanese soy sauce works too. We're gonna add some chili oil, brown sugar, and black rice vinegar, but regular rice vinegar works as well. And then there's just one last thing that we're missing in the sauce, and that is Szechuan peppercorns. So how familiar are you with these?
I mostly have them in Szechuan food. I don't really use them at home. I use Szechuan chili flakes, but not the peppercorns, which are different, right?
Right, so what we're gonna do with this one, it has like this kind of like floral, spicy of course, and like citrusy tones. There's these oils that are in the peppercorns, and when those release, they kind of give what's called like mala, which is like a numbing heat, a numbing spiciness, a tingliness on the tongue. If it's your first time trying it, you might think it's super weird, but as you grow used to it, it's like actually pretty addictive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna toast a little bit of this in a pan, just toast it for a couple of minutes, and then you can transfer it to a mortar and a pestle and grind it into a powder, or you could use a spice grinder.
Can I smell?
Yes, please do.
Oh, that's very unexpected.
Right? It's kind of like floral and citrusy.
It's like a sumac maybe a little bit?
Exactly. The numbing sensation is a bit delayed. You're not gonna feel it right away. So while it kicks in, I'm just gonna mention, if you wanna speed this recipe along, right? You wanna skip the step of like toasting the peppercorns, you can actually buy pre-ground Szechuan peppers and add them straight into the sauce like that. So we can add about a teaspoon of this ground pepper to the bowl, then give everything a good stir. And then we're gonna divide the sauce between our serving bowls.
I need to try this, it smells so good.
That's flavorful.
So
salty,
savory.
umami.
Just, wow, so good. I'm gonna just drizzle this on everything now. All right, our sauce is ready. What is next in the process?
We essentially can start cooking, but I wanted to just chat about a couple of ingredients first. Traditionally in dan dan noodles, you're gonna be using a minced pork, but to make ours plant-based, we're gonna be using veggie ground, which apparently in the US might be also called
vegan ground beef, vegan ground meat. I don't think we have a veggie ground, but this is already cooked. So if you're using something like a Beyond sausage or Beyond meat, you wanna cook that first in a frying pan with a little oil, get it nicely browned, but this stuff is ready to go.
Yeah, it already looks kind of cooked in its texture and it doesn't need to be rehydrated. That's one of the ingredients. The other one that's worth mentioning is preserved mustard greens. This is worth a trip to your supermarket, your Asian supermarket specifically, if you want to pick this one up. So this dates back to like thousands of years where in China you don't have access to vegetables all year round, in the winter especially. So they would cut up the veggies, salt them, ferment them, and that makes it really like flavorful and umami-like. You can usually find it in little packages that look like this, but I was wondering, have you tried it before?
No, I haven't. I'm so excited. It doesn't look like much, but based on your description, I feel like it will be delicious. Oh, that's really good.
No, if you can't find this from your local Asian supermarket, you can just leave it out. This recipe is very, very flexible. Let's cook.
Okay.
All right, so now we can get cooking. We're gonna heat up some oil in a pan. We're gonna toss in that veggie ground and the preserved mustard greens. Then we're gonna add in some black bean garlic sauce, a bit of dark soy sauce, though regular soy sauce works perfectly fine, and some Chinese cooking wine. So we're using Chinese cooking wine. If you can't find it, you can use mirin or rice vinegar instead. And then lastly, we're gonna grate in a couple of teaspoons of ginger. So I feel like grating fresh ginger is like the bane of my existence. The fibers get caught and I feel like I'm just going forever, but frozen ginger, it like freezes the fibers so they just snap so easily when you're grating it. Now we can just give it a stir and cook it for about 4 to 5 minutes. So while that's cooking, we're just gonna prep our veggies, and for this, I love to use bok choy. So how I like to cut it is we're just gonna cut off a little bit of the base. A couple of the leaves are gonna fall off. That's okay, we're gonna keep those. The core that remains, we're gonna slice it in half.
Look how cute they are inside. And these are baby bok choy, in case we didn't mention that.
You wanna give them a wash?
Yes, they're very cute but very dirty, so be sure to wash them thoroughly.
Et voila! So we're gonna add the bok choy to a large pot of boiling water, just flash cooking it for about 30 to 40 seconds. Then scoop it out, but leave the water in the pot. We're gonna bring it back to a boil, and then we're gonna cook our noodles. Whatever your favorite wheat noodles are great. I kinda like these like dry curly ones, but fresh noodles are also lovely. Then we're gonna drain the noodles and give them a quick rinse under warm water. This helps to wash away the starch that's on the outside of the noodles. Otherwise, they kind of stick together, they glue together. It makes it a lot more difficult to eat.
I'm just over here snacking on peanuts.
Now we can plate this up. We're gonna add our noodles to the bowls that contain the luscious sauce, give it a stir to coat it, and then top it with the black bean garlic mince. Serve the bok choy on the side, and then garnish it with whatever you'd like. I'm gonna garnish it with some toasted sesame seeds, some sliced green onions, some chopped roasted peanuts, and then finally a little bit more chili oil just because it's so delicious.
Eating time! Yay, I'm so excited, it smells phenomenal. It's got the veggie, it's got the protein, it's got the noodle, it's got the sauce. It's like the perfect complete meal.
But you haven't tried it yet.
I know,
so...
but visually I'm already so excited. Ooh. That's so good. Oh, it's so savory.
Very creamy.
It's so good. It is like a savory dream.
Is your tongue numb and tingling?
A little bit. It's a fun experience. It's like you get the flavor and then you get a little something.
And for me, that's like what's addictive about this, the Szechuan peppercorns that are in here.
You can find this recipe on the Pick Up Limes app or on their website. And be sure to check out Sadia's channel. She's got my Malaysian curry noodle soup recipe. So if you're in the mood for more noodles, we are signing off.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. You live here. Thanks for having me here.
And thanks for featuring me on your channel.
Okay. Bye-bye. Noodle dish. Let me just like move all around so you can hear if I'm crinkling or not.
I feel like I'm sweating, but like not like in a pretty way. Then we're gonna top it with the garlic,
Black bean garlic.
black bean garlic.
It's so good. Take 10 or 11. Thank you for watching and for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Ow. Bye.